And this is Tim, and welcome to our BrewView.
Today we're going to be drinking a beer by Jolly Pumpkin. It's their spring seasonal. It's called ES BAM.
They are a brewery in Dexter, Michigan. This is their seasonal release. It's considered the celebration of spring. It is 4.7% alcohol.
Yeah, and it's a they make a beer called BAM year round, and then they make a, I guess it's it's a more malty, more hoppy version of that beer that they just released in April.
Do you know what the ES is? It especially
I thought I was kind
special?
of talking, but extra extra special. It's a farmhouse ale, a hoppy farmhouse ale, they say.
It's
This
aged in oak barrels.
Yeah, all Jolly Pumpkin's beers are second fermented with wild yeasts and oak barrels. This is a batch 1050, and it was bottled on 320. I like when breweries let you know that information. It said to pour it, it's bottle conditioned, it said to pour it and leave the yeast in the bottom, not to pour the yeast. Very carbonated.
Yeah, it was neat to go online to their website. They had like specific instructions on how to pour it and how not to break glass.
Yeah, and then we also, as our first review was of a Jolly Pumpkin. It was their winter seasonal, and we thought we were buying a spiced Christmas ale, and it turned out to be a sour ale, which we were fairly unfamiliar with sour ales.
Right, so we're very anxious to try it again and we have a different mindset about it, and
yeah, we don't think we gave them a fair shake the first time because we thought we were getting a Christmas ale, we got a sour, and we thought we were drinking a bad beer. You know?
Right. So
well,
let's give it a sniff.
It smells like a Belgian, like that farmhouse ale, like very yeasty.
Bitter.
Yeah, a little, even citrus, has a little bit of citrus, like a citrus hop smell. Like I smell like a orange peel maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
It smells like a Belgian IPA to me. That's what I would, like a weedy
normal.
IPA or something. It smells very good. I mean, like the kind of beer I like. Very
it's
cloudy.
Really cloudy.
Yeah, very nice head, obviously.
Nice.
Very carbonated.
Yeah, it looks very. The head looks like a root beer float or something, doesn't it? Made a spoon.
Yeah.
Now that I'm expecting it, doesn't, the sour isn't overwhelming.
It's in the finish. It starts out very much like the smell to me.
See, I don't think it's in the finish.
Oh, really? That's where I get the sourness.
Right in the middle. And at the end, I think it finishes almost like a Belgian with like the banana ending.
Oh, you're right. You do. In the finish, you're right. It is like the sourness hits you in the middle of the mouth, and then it's almost Belgian yeast in the end. But the first sip, I get that the IBA part, or a hoppy, like a little bit of hops in the beginning, which is a little unusual, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good, interesting beer. I mean, I'm not, I don't know if I'll ever get used to like the sour.
Oh, like sour beers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's maybe just because we haven't had it enough that I can't, I'm not like, man, I could really go for one of those,
Yeah.
I think you just gotta kind of.
Yeah, I think it depends. I think, being for us, we're a little inexperienced with sours, and I think if you want to try one, this would be the one to try because
Absolutely.
It's not like I'd be interested in trying that Noel de Calabaza or whatever the first one we did, but the sourness carried through from beginning to end. We're here, it's in there, but there's also a lot else. Like you really do get that farmhouse ale, like you would expect, almost like a Belgian, good Belgian like session beer or something like that, and then you do get the sour on top of that, but it's not it's not like overwhelming. The only flavor is a sour, you know.
No, it's definitely, and the more you drink it, the more easier it is to go down.
Yeah. I get a little of the oak, like the oak aged flavor.
Oh yeah, that might be more towards the end.
Yeah.
That's because I'm not getting like the banana taste anymore at the end. You're right, it's like an oak.
Yeah, oaky. I still get that, but yeah, you're definitely, they do mix. Yeah, like I said, the sour's there, but it's understated even the more you drink it. It's not the overwhelming characteristic of this beer. This is definitely a good farm ale.
You know what? I take back what I said in the beginning where I said I don't know if I could ever get used to the sour ales.
Yeah.
No, because the more I'm drinking it, the more it's just easy to go down. Like, I think it's almost like, drinking whiskey. The first sip is always tough.
Yeah.
And then the more you drink,
You
your
appreciate
glass,
that.
yeah, the smoother it is. So I take this back. What do you think you're gonna rate this as?
Well, you know me, like I love, like outside the sour, just this style, like farmhouse ales, I love that. Like I didn't look up the yeast, but it's gotta be a Belgian yeast strain in here, I would assume. And then, whatever the wild and the secondary gives it the sour. But I think this is an A. I really love this.
Really?
I would definitely, well, before I buy this again, I would probably want to try some of their other beers.
Right.
But this is one I would definitely circle back to because, like I said, I love this style of beer on its own. And then I think the sour is adding just an extra complexity to it. And then, with the oak age and everything. Complexity.
I think I'm gonna grade it with like a low B, not because I don't think it's good. Like I said, it is really getting better and better. I just think there's not over complicated amount of flavors in it. I mean, it's a pretty bland beer, and I like more.
I think that comes from, but that's when we've just reviewed some kind of ale or some of these style we've been in disagreement on it, even with like some of the Indigo Imp beers where, what was that, their spring one, their saisons? What was it? It was a Belgian saison, and I gave it an A and loved it, and you just thought it was all right.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of is where we mostly disagree on this beer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I
Excuse
mean,
me.
yeah, but I think it's good that we do disagree. I mean, we have different tastes of
Yeah.
what we enjoy, so it makes it an interesting review. I mean, I don't know what you want from me.
Or maybe it makes it an uninteresting. And that, we didn't bring it up, but it does have that, like, in the carbonation, that kind of like real ale. It does remind me a lot of like the Indigo Imps, like bottle conditioned beers. Just to me, really, when they're done right, have a really like, you hate it when I say mouthfeel, but really good mouthfeel that I, enjoy. And look, I mean, like, you can just see that head carrying through. A lot of the beers by now, we're what, 6 minutes
gone.
into the glass,
All right.
Yeah. Well, getting an A from me.
Well, thank you for joining us. You've been BrewView.